Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself Dipankar Hazarika, M.Ed second sem. My video presentation of Sociology of Education topic is Education and Goal of Secularism. Introduction. Being a humanist means trying to behave decently without expectation of a reward or punishment after you are dead. The term secularism has been derived from Latin word seculum, meaning this present age or this present generation. George Jacob Holliday was the first man who used the word secularism in the 19th century to restructure a pluralistic society based on democracy and tolerance, where equal opportunities were to be given to all, irrespective of their caste, creed, color, race, or culture. The real concept of secularism is that the state shall not impose any religion on people and it should pay equal respect to all religion. Strictly speaking, secularism implies an attitude or of accepting all religion rather than rejecting any or all religion. We can understand the top meaning of secularism by introduction topic there. The education system should be free from caste, creed, color, race, and culture. We should pay equal respect, equal opportunity to all religion to attain education without the dominance of religious thing. Next, meaning of secularism. Secularism in educational means making public education free from any religious dominance, especially in its learning environment. I have already told that secularism means education should be provided to students without the dominance of religious belief, especially in its learning environment. Those institutions which impact pure religious education should be brought to the national mainstream by adding new scientific and technological knowledge to the curriculum of this institution. That is, whatever religious tenets are taught to students, they are judged on the scientific basis. So we can conclude the meaning of secularism in this way that the although we are providing any religious education to the student, it should be based on scientific belief, not on the religious belief. It should be free from any dominance of religious belief and it should be free from any caste, creed, religious and religious basis. Next definition. Secularism, according to Sambar's dictionary, secularism is the belief that the state, moral, education, etc. should be independent of religion. Next, according to Oxford Dictionary, secularism is the doctrine that a morality should be based on solely in regard to the well-being of mankind in the present life, to the exclusion of all consideration drawn from belief in. According to Webster Dictionary, secularism is the belief that religion and ecclesiastical affairs should not enter into the function of the state. So next come to the characteristics of secular education. So first point is secular education have secular aim. The aim of educational system is secular. Such an aim developed India into a rational, democratic, progressive, and modern state. The secular aim of education is guided by the philosophy of humanism. The goal of Indian educational system is the well-being of all its citizens. The secular education give well-being of all citizens. Next, organization of educational institution. Most of the Indian educational institutions have been organized on the basis of secular principle. What is the secular principle? It is free from religious belief. Okay, and most of the organization of education institution are secular, democratic, and rational criteria in appointment, promotion, and admission are necessary. Those students who are want to admit in educational institution, it should be free from secularism. Okay. Multiple curricula. The educational curricula at all levels stress on the promotion of secular value. The textbook whichever provided to the students should be free from religious belief, prejudice, but the good ideas and value emphasis in different religion are to be presented in appropriate form. And previously, I am speaking that those education should be imparted to student. Although it is religious, it should be based on scientific value. The co-curricular activities which aim at promoting harmony and cooperation among different social groups and respect for each other culture are encouraged and included. If the students are all the religious activities are performed together, no differentiation between the student, then those students are Muslim, those are Hindu, those from Christian. Co-curricular activities should be imparting to students so that their differentiation should be neglect. They should not differentiate it among the students. There should not be differentiation among the students. Okay. It avoid condemnation and undue praise of any particular religion. All school, college, universities celebrate fair festivals and birth anniversaries of different religions. Okay. Moral education is given equal importance to different faith and belief. Okay. So those of our curriculum included, it should be free from religious belief. Although festival from different religions should be celebrated to celebrated all together, and moral education also given importance to different faith. Okay. Next, characteristic of secular education is science teaching. So all the education imparting to students stand for scientific rationalism. Such an education stresses on logical thinking and superstitious जो irrational things है वो neglect हो जाएगा. That's why Indian education give mass attention to science teaching in a practical manner. The spirit of science with emphasis on inquiry, experimentation, probe, and critical outlook influences the attitude and value of the pupil. Thus, the educational promote secular education promotes scientific value rationally, objective, and open-mindedness. Next point is enlightened of teacher. In secular educational care, teachers are expected to treat their educand without nepotism. This is very, very important. Teachers should not be differentiated in the basis of caste, creed, religion. Okay, equal opportunity, equal participation should be there in every activity performed in the school. So, teacher plays an important role in the secular education while imparting their education. Next point, moral outlook. Secular education is the foundation of development of moral outlook. Okay, moral development inculcate in pupils humanity, next truthfulness, tolerance, honesty, courtesy, sympathy, spirit of service, and sacrifice, which form a noble character in man and develop his personality. So, the secular education imparting to students, it will helpful for their honesty, courtesy, tolerance. Okay. Next, development of wider vision. While imparting secular education should make man dynamic and enlightened. Okay. This type of education जो secular education है, develops in him a wider vision towards life. है ना? It turns towards his social service by sacrificing selfishness. When secularism impart in education, the feeling of selfishness will be vanished. Yeah? The mind should be broadened, wider vision, grow up in the student's mind. Next, pluralistic outlook. A pluralistic outlook is the very essence of democracy. Secular education leads to the emergence of a healthy pluralistic outlook which fosters the growth of science, art, philosophy, and religion. The University of Pluralism is accepted and due respect is given to individual difference. Next point, democratic value. Next characteristics, I mean to say, secular education helps men in developing democratic value. What is the democratic value? Liberty, equality, fraternity, and cooperative living. So these are the qualities inculcated in students by imparting secular education. It treats every person as an end and never as a means. It also states on the dignity of the individual and sacredness of human personality. So by providing democratic value, liberty, fraternity, yeah, fraternity, equality, cooperative will develop the personality of the student among himself. Next characteristic is cultural development. Secular education gives emphasis to cultural development. It preserves and reinforces culture. Different religion have different culture. So we can impart and gain knowledge from their culture also. Next, synthesis of spiritual and material. Secular education glorifies material need and promote reverence of earthly life without any disregarding spiritual progress and spiritual value. Next characteristic, but not the least, humanitarianism. This is very important of characteristics by imparting secular education. Students become human. They know what is peace, what is goodwill, what is brotherhood, what is understanding, what is the unity of the world. So, the absence of such education lead to exploitation. If those characters is not available in students or human, they become exploit, they become corrupted, they become disaster, they become selfishness, aggression, hatred, and disorder. It excels men to a high level by encouraging policy life and let live. It replaces hatred by love. By doing secular education, it replaces hatred by love. Hatred will be replaced by love. Selfishness by self-sacrifice. Violence by non-violence. It leads to the happiness and order, contentment in society by cultivating faith in truth, beauty, and goodness. So, the betterment of society depends on secular education. So, secular education provides a basis for true humanitarianism. These are the characteristics. These are not the last. There are so many benefits by imparting the secular education among students in school, college, and universities. Next slide come to the goal of secular education. What is the goal? The characteristics of goal are most probably same, although we come to the point wise. To inculcate all religions are equal. So, because education is the most powerful instrument and with its help secularism can be improved in India. So, The differentiation between different religion can be minimized by imparting education, by imparting knowledge, by spreading knowledge among the students. India is a multi-religious and culturally rich society, as we are known. People have different religion, faith, and belief. Most of them are uneducated and narrow-minded. So, at this juncture, secular education is very necessary to inculcate that all religions are equal. There should not be any differentiation among the religion. We all should respect the religion of different men, and if we celebrate all the religious activity cooperatively and get together. Okay. Next, overcoming the community problem. This is the goal of secular education, overcoming the community problem. Communalism, regionalism are on the increase. For example, Ram Janam recently we have already know that Ram Janam Bhumi Babri Masjid issue caused a great struggle between the two communities. To overcome this problem, secular education is needed. It may make people realize the importance of national unity and emotional integrity. So next point, uh, goal to development. To develop a country, develop nationalism, there should be equality, liberty, fraternity, national outlook, international understanding need to be propagated among the students, among the society, among the country. Scientific outlook also need to be developed in fast growing and development of generation. Next point, goal of future in India lies in its classroom. So the future India, future generation should be developed by imparting education on the foundation basis. The negligence, the negative feelings towards the religion should be removed from their mind in the foundation basis. Okay, so training to youth. Due to this, to inculcate liberty, fraternity, law, freedom, training is required to train the youth to be a good citizen and play their part effectively in social reconstruction and economic development. It also has the goal to inculcate in the youth social, moral, and cultural value in accordance with the secular nature of our constitution. Next goal to development of habit, attitude, and qualities of character. By its heading, we can come to the conclusion that through secular education, students should build up their habit, build up their attitude, build up their character, which are the main pillar of a developing society, developing country. So, secular education is very necessary to build up this uh, attitude, qualities, and character. Next goal is unity. Without unity, we cannot progress. In our culturally pluralistic society, education should foster universal and eternal value oriented towards the unity and integration of our people. So, such value of education should help to eliminate religious fanaticism, violence, superstition, and fatalism. Next slide. Limitation. What are the limitations by secular education? Educational institution related to religion. There is some provision in Indian constitution for starting school and colleges related to religion if do not have received any grant. As a result, denomination school or colleges like Pathshalas, Catholic school, Catholic colleges, Hindu Vidyalaya, Basi school, Ahir school, Dab school, Jain colleges, Muslim school, Muslim colleges are allowed to function with a lot of freedom. This institution admits children and appoint teachers of their respective communities and caste. Education in this institution is not provided on the basis of secularism. As a result, secularism cannot be developed among through the student through education. Next limitation, use of religious political tool. In Indian society, religion is being used as a powerful political tool, as we are known. Today, all the news channel, all the newspaper come to the point that religion is a powerful tool in political issue. It is a great hindrance on the way of promoting secularism through education. This is the pathetic condition of India where different political parties contest election and selection are not made on the basis of merit but on the basis of religion and race. It indicates that starting a new political party in the name of religion and caste is easier than developing secularism through education in our country. There's no point to be describing this point because we all are know this today's scenario in political democracy. Today, religion is given, religious issue come to the political issue. Next, lack of tolerance. It is our better experience that religious-based political system and religious-based private educational institution foster religious feeling and reduce toleration among the people of varied faith and beliefs. Such activities give a severe blow to the secular education in country like India. Narrow outlook. It is an undeniable fact that the establishment of school and college by various communities, religious groups, people of different castes have developed a narrow outlook towards other communities. Moreover, Indians are very narrow-minded in faith and culture, so it becomes very difficult for them to recognize other faith. Next point, teachers are not secular. The most shocking thing in India is that even a teacher are not secular. In fact, appointment of teacher are made in a private school and college on the basis of their community, caste, and creed. Vacancy also be created on the basis of caste. OBC post of OBC in so many 3 person, post of SC ST 4 person. This is in this way. So in present scenario, teacher who is the main pillar of education is also are not secular. Therefore, teachers are narrow-minded and they are also infused with a spirit of religion and casteism. Hence, we cannot expect secular education from them. Next limitation, feeling of religious superiority. The feeling of religious superiority among people who establish school and colleges is common. Such people give more importance to their own religion and neglect all other religion. Very, very hindrance to society, this point. Because everybody think that our religion is better than that religion. But we have to inculcate knowledge that every religions are equal. This was the differentiation. This was the limitation in our society. This attitude, the differentiation develops religious conflict. Such conflict cannot inculcate secular outlook among the student. This is major limitation in our education in promoting secularism. Next, emphasis on theoretical learning. Our present system of education lays more stress on its theoretical learning than on its practical application. Very little effort is made to change the value and attitude of education. Therefore, many ill like caste, creed, good trust, dowry, lack of tolerance, courtesy, ill treatment of women, the poor, and the all have entered into our society which retard the secular outlook of the pupil. For example, as a marriage is arranged and solemnized on the basis of socio-economic and cultural background, the highly educated parents of boy demand huge dowry. Although they are educated, although they have money, instead of having this, they demanded huge dowry. Think, he is educated, he has lot of money, but he demanded 15 lakhs to 20 lakhs for marriage. After giving the assurance that we are giving so much money, then marriage is final. Education has failed to eradicate such evils. Dowry system has developed an anti-secular outlook among our students. So we are the teacher, future teacher, and students should raise our hand, raise our voice against this ill evil to improve our society, improve our country. Next, negligence of secular celebration. The remarkable drawback of Indian school is that holidays are given in school and college on the occasion of important religious fairs, festivals, and birthdays of great men. These days are not celebrated, although school are closes, but these religious birthday festivals are not celebrated cooperatively. These days, uh, these days are not celebrated properly, giving due importance to person and festival culture. In fact, mass media like television, of the radio, and newspaper are utilizing these days for commercial benefit by telecasting film-based programs, which corrupt and spoil the mind of the youth. The hindrance of secular education plays also the media. Media plays an important role in developing country, developing society. Thus, this purpose of declaring holidays in the name of festival and political and religious leaders is defeated. As a result, the students do not get enough opportunity to understand the importance of this day and life of great men, which are essential to imbibe secular values in them. Next, negligence of group activities. In peasant senior, there is no group activity. In fact, in family also, there is a no combined family. There is no uh, group activity performed in family. Okay. Educational institutions do not encourage group activities and social service program. They neglect group activities, group method of teaching and learning. There is no peer learning. This is one of the hindrance in the way of promoting secular idea and values. Next, social inequalities and illiteracy. This is the next last limitation, not the least. The unfair attitude of the government official and the discriminatory behavior towards certain groups stand against secularism. For example, the people of low caste are the victim of social exploitation in their actual life even today. Illiteracy is entrenched in the rural areas and they are not ready to leave their conservatism. Therefore, it is very difficult to teach them secularism. The conclusion of this topic is to develop a society, develop a country, we should inculcate our education towards secularism. There should not be any differentiation among religious, irrespective of their caste, creed, and religious value. Therefore, we student and teacher should very much conscious about this secular education. Thank you. Thank you so much.